Welcome to a session in which we will discuss a different way of looking at costs. You may remember that revenue is the first component of a P&L statement and costs is the second one. When we discussed P&L statement, we looked at two types of costs. They were direct costs and indirect costs. This is a good way of classification of costs when we want to find out different types of profits such as gross profits and net profits, and also want to analyze profitability of a business. But sometimes we need to analyze costs for different purposes. One such purpose is about doing break-even analysis of a business. While we will discuss break-even analysis in a different session, here we will prepare the grounds for that discussion. We will understand a different way to classify costs into categories called fixed costs and variable costs. Let's take an example of an entrepreneur called Maya. She buys bananas from a supplier and sells them to her customers in a small shop. The cost of one banana is ₹1 for her. She sells them for ₹2 each to her customers. The rent for her shop is ₹500 per month. Maya pays herself a salary of ₹2,000 per month. There are no other costs in the business. She sells 3,000 bananas in a month. We can easily prepare her P&L statement for that month with the information available to us. The revenues are ₹6,000. We get this amount by multiplying the number of bananas she sold, which is 3,000, by ₹2, which is the price of each banana. The raw material cost is ₹3,000 for the business, as each banana costs ₹1. The rent is ₹500 and the salary is ₹2,000. So, the total costs are ₹5,500. If we subtract these costs from revenues in the P&L, it shows that Maya's business made a net profit of ₹500. But now, let's consider the next month. In that month, Maya's businesses bought and sold 4,000 bananas. Let's create the P&L again. At ₹2 per banana, the revenues are ₹8,000. The raw material cost is ₹4,000 because each banana costs ₹1 to the business. What about the other costs? Have they changed? No. The other costs are rent and Maya's salary, and they remain same. These two add up once again to ₹2,500. So, the total costs are ₹6,500. If we subtract these costs from the revenues of ₹8,000, the business has made much more net profit of ₹1,500. If we compare the two P&L statements, we notice that rent and salary did not change when the sales volumes increased from 3,000 to 4,000. Rent and salary costs are examples of fixed costs. We define fixed costs as those costs in a business which do not change when the sales volume changes. This means that even if a business sells no products or services, it will still have to pay the fixed costs. In the two P&L statements, we notice that raw material costs increased when the sales volume increased from 3,000 to 4,000. Raw material costs is an example of variable costs. Variable costs are those costs which change in proportion to the sales volume. That means the total variable costs in a business increases when the sales volume increases, and they decrease when the sales volume decreases. Thus, in Maya's business, her total fixed costs are ₹2,500. They remain constant irrespective of how many bananas she buys and sells. The total variable costs in the first month are rupees 3,000 and in the second month they are rupees 4,000. So, the total variable costs change depending on the sales volume. Understanding the classification of costs into fixed costs and variable costs is important. Using these two types of costs, an entrepreneur can analyze break-even for her business, which means she will be able to understand the level of sales volume needed for the business to start making profits. We will look at break-even analysis in a separate session. To summarize, there are different ways to classify costs in business. Typical costs in the P&L statement can also be classified as fixed costs and variable costs. Fixed costs do not change when the sales volume changes, but variable costs do change with sales volume. That was an overview of fixed and variable costs in a business. We will carry the discussion forward in a session on break-even analysis.